unlike if we were in person, put it in the chat so we can see what the question is if I'm asking a question. I'm going to do a little talking more than anything, but if you have a question later down the road, be more than happy to put it in the chat. So we're going to go ahead and get started here. I'm muted again. Amanda? Oh, am I good? Okay. So thanks, everyone, for being here on your Sunday evening. I appreciate it. Just got back in town myself. And I'm just going to let you know, I'm just going to talk to you today or this evening, just real talk. This isn't scripted. This isn't the Travis, maybe you knew back in the challenge days where the orientation was legit, but it had a whole meaning behind it. And that's not what this is going to be about today. This is just me talking to you. I'm going to spend about an hour with you. Then Amanda's going to answer some questions for you if you want to move forward. But basically, I want to ask this question, and you can put this in the chat. So, do you know why I stopped the 6-week challenge years ago? It's been a long time. I even forgot how I ran it. It's been so long. Does anybody want to put in the chat why I stopped the 6-week challenge as it was, the original one? By the way, when I say original, I am the actual one that created the actual 6-week challenge. And then everyone started copying it and morphing it and making it into all kinds of stuff. I'm talking about if you did my original 6-week challenge, mine. Do y'all realize, or does anybody have an opinion on why I stopped it? Anybody want to put that in the chat? Egg whites and tilapia. Oh, good reason for you to stop it, right? Good reason for you to stop it. Unrealistic. You offered other opportunities. Okay. Anything else? People were reliant on the challenge and couldn't keep the weight off without it. Love that. Little bit of it. Yeah. Yeah. So let me tell you, it stopped, not long-term method. Love it. I love these answers. People saw the 6 weeks as an ending point. Love that. People saw the 6 weeks ending point. Yep. Yep. And I love the participation. That's awesome. Thank you for that. So let me give you a little background on me now at 57. Okay. That challenge was years ago when we started it. I mean, 10, 15 years ago. If you know Christian, who's been with me from the inception of the challenge. Now she's been with me a long time, but if you know her, she was with me, my only trainer, when I actually started the original 6-week challenge. And what's funny is she looked at me like I was crazy. She said, "This is a horrible idea. I don't see this working," in regards to me giving the money back if you lost the weight. No one did that. And when people started copying my program, they weren't doing that either. They were doing other kind of stuff. But here's my point. I started that, and we had maybe 6 people show up on the first go at it, which was a small group. And we did it, and it got successful. And then 12 showed up the next time, and it grew like a monster. It grew to where 250, 300 people were showing up when it was at its peak. And, you know, we had to rent out hotels. Anybody remember the hotels we rented out? Because we got so big that we couldn't hold them in our camps. We had stages and massively packed doing this. So you may be asking, well, why would you stop something that was so effectively helping people? I'm going to get to that in a minute. But it grew and it grew and it grew. What you need to understand about Travis is I actually had a plan for that challenge and where I wanted it to take people. You got to understand, before the challenge, I've been around way before the challenge. This is all I've done since I was 19. I'm 57 now. Way before I created the challenge, I had a method, a coaching program with my clients. And I had a way of getting them motivated, and then we would work slowly into sustainable situations. And my clients that I personally coach even today, my coaching program, they don't put the weight back on. But I did it in small groups. So I had an idea that if I created this challenge, got you motivated, got some weight off. Does anyone remember the eating plan you got after the challenge? Just thumbs up. Anybody remember that? No, yes, no. By the way, everything I'm talking to you about today is 3 to 4 years of data. I'm not a drama guy. I'm all data, or it doesn't mean anything to me. I have to know it works. Do you realize that of probably 80 to 85, 90% people do not remember ever getting a second eating plan. They're like, you didn't give us a plan. We must have missed that. You didn't miss it. It was part of the strategy. The idea was to take you through that 6 weeks, which was not, some of you put it in here, it was not a sustainable approach. And I made it clear that it wasn't sustainable. I made it clear it was not a lifestyle. It's all over the papers from the original days. Then 6 weeks goes by, people were dropping pounds and killing it. It was sound nutritionally compared to anybody else out there right now. Even the crap that's in the world even more today, not sound approaches. And we're going to talk about that. It was sound because I am a dietary therapist. I put nutrition in place where you are healthy, but it's not sustainable. You have a struggle. Your struggle is with your weight. Your struggle is to not lose it so much. Your struggle has been to keep it off. You can go do anything out there and lose it. We know that. That's the easy part. Keep it off. The new eating plan I gave you, though, was to help you get into that. And I was hoping it would take hold, and it did not. And now I'm older, and a lot's changed about me. I kind of went into hiding, and I just do so much psychology stuff. I always have, but I'm deeper into it more than ever with my coaching clients that I'm working with. What I didn't realize is I've always told people that struggle with their weight, you've been indoctrinated by the weight loss industry. They're amazing at it. It's like a religion on you need to eat this, work out, and lose weight. And that's all there's to it. And you failed so many times, you keep questioning yourself if you're even capable of doing it. And you feel like you're the one that's messing up and you're dropping the ball. It's because all you've been taught is how to work with what I call the mechanics of weight loss. The mechanics, that's up here. Eat, work out, lose weight. No one's working down here. Heart and mind working here. The way it's done is working from the inside out, not the outside in. Going down the road later with that. Okay, you've got to understand. My anxiety, I always use my coaching clients. I talk about my anxiety, my coach. We work for the inside out. We don't say, take a pill, be calm, take stress off your life. We need to do that. That's mechanics. That's just doing stuff. It doesn't resonate with me in my heart and my mind because it's not about me. It has to be about you, self-discovery about how things work for you. So the 6-week challenge, we do that. You do the new eating plan or you don't. You were indoctrinated by me. I did an amazing job at teaching you a new religion of indoctrination that this works. It helps me lose 20 pounds. So why would I expect you to move into another category by simply handing you a sheet of paper? Saying, here, now follow this. You like, look at that. You look at what just cost you, lost 20 pounds. You're like, screw that. I'm going back to this guy. This is what made me happy. I lost weight. I mean, I see it clearly now as an older man. I'm like, Trav, what you've been even working with people all your life, you did. You indoctrinated them with a healthy plan, but it wasn't sustainable. Yes, Travis, you told them it wasn't. Why would they believe anything else except what worked for one time in their life? I've heard it 1,000 times. It's the only thing that ever worked for me. Why would you even think there was another eating plan? Even though I gave you one, I don't remember it. So here's where I'm at. What you don't know about me is I dropped the ball. And you can ask Amanda and everybody in the office. It upset me after a while because I saw the damage I was doing to you. And I refused to do that anymore. And I said, people lose the weight. They're happy for 2 or 3 days. And then they're like, I'm lost. We interviewed people, by the way, challengers to get this information. I'm not making this up. This is like big numbers. I'm lost. I don't know what I do. Oh, let me do another challenge. That made me happy. Let me lose another 20 pounds. Then another 20 pounds. If people were in the challenge, they genuinely were not happy and they felt left alone. They were sad and some depressed. Even though they lost this weight, what you got to understand is that number does not resonate with you. Why? It's a number and humans do not relate and associate emotionally to numbers. What we attach to is meaningful incentive, something that's got some heart and soul to it. I want you to, when we're done today, I want you to Google the suicide rate on people that win the lottery. What? If I won the lottery, I would be happy. Nah, not statistically. And then there's some people that go into the religion mode of, well, money doesn't buy happiness. It's not that. You do not connect to numbers. That's why when you lose 20 pounds, it doesn't satisfy you. You lose 50. Yes, you're happy. but you always figure there's something missing. I talk to women and then one-on-one in deep conversations and counseling right now. They're like, it just doesn't do it for me. Of course it doesn't. You need something other than that. And that's a whole nother approach that we'll talk down the road. My point's this. This is why this program failed you. It was based on a number. It was based on a number of money that you get back. And if you want to know why the suicide rate's so high on people that win the lottery, it's indoctrination since you were a child. Think about what children say. Some, if I was just a millionaire, man, I'd be a sports car. Yeah, one day I'm going to have $1 million in the bank. If I just had $1 million in the bank, we say these things and think that would solve our problems. And one day it happens. They get it, and they are the ones that will tell you through counseling. After, it's different for everybody. It could be 3 months, 6 months, or 4 years. It kicks in like, now what? I'm lost. What's missing from my life? Something's missing. And they always said, I'd get this, I'd be happy. No different than people that struggle with their weight. If I lost 80 pounds, man, my life would be so happy. I'd have it all. That's all I want. And I see it over and over again that they get that number and they're lost and they're depressed once they get it. And they're like, what now? It's because it's not a meaningful incentive. So I indoctrinated you 6 weeks, lose 20 pounds, get money back, all about the numbers. And I thought I was doing a good thing to move you forward into a sustainable lifestyle by giving you that piece of paper. I didn't know. So I shut it down because you need to know this about me. I'm not going to be the person, if I'm walking this earth and I'm wanting to leave a legacy and I'm wanting to go tell everybody that I help people lose weight, I'm a weight loss coach and I'm doing this, but I'm doing nothing but destroying you mentally, I will not partake in that because it does keep me up at night. And all I could think of is I'm done. And I walked away. And to this day, we get emails every day, every week. You need to bring the challenge back. You need to bring the challenge back. The challenge that saved my life. I'm like, I'm not doing it. And now you're thinking, oh, did you cave? I didn't cave. Trust me, it was not even on my mind until about 3 months ago. And I'm going to tell you how I woke up at 3 a.m. and decided to bring it back. But there's something that is going to go along with it. But I want you to know, I get people all the time saying, didn't you lose a lot of money when you said that down? Tons of money. You kidding me? Yeah, I lost a lot of money. I could roll this game again today, and if it was about money to me, I'd just keep doing it and pocketing that in the bank, okay? It was big time. What you got to understand is, in this day, I have offers everywhere that I could sell my camps, walk away, and make 10 times the money I make doing this. It's about what I like to do, and I actually give a flip about helping people be happier by losing weight, okay? So I shut it down. It wasn't the money to me. And I want you to hear that clearly because you know as well as I do, I can start that back up again and we can start the machine. I'm not going to do it, but I have an idea. And it's not, by the way, I want you to know something. You are not guinea pigs. I have a buddy of mine named Xander. I loved what he used to say, and I've been always doing it, and I like saying it now. Travis, we can prove a concept that it works one time. Can we duplicate it, though? And make it happen. That's what I did with the challenge. I had a concept. Lose 6 weeks, get your money back. Let's see if this really helps people. I proved the concept worked thousands of times, okay? It's like if you go to Vegas. You put a coin in and you pull it and you win $10,000. The concept works that you put a quarter in there and you got money back, but can you duplicate it? No. So you got to understand, I have to add something before I brought it to the table tonight, a concept that I did, and it worked amazingly. So we have done this, and we've got proof on it that it works amazingly. And it's not for everybody. It's only for some people. And we'll see tonight at the end if it's for you or not. So this is why I stopped the challenge. I want you to understand that. It's because it was destroying lives, in my opinion. And listen, when you have a struggle, most of you will understand this. All you're doing is going from one extreme of starvation, and then when that's not working, you go to the other extreme of just overeating. There's never a balance or sustainable balance there for you. Guess what? No one's showing that to you. No one, I research, no one's coaching this. They're not helping people find the way. When I say sustainable, you can't be using willpower. You can't be like, I'm going to make it happen. I'm going to force it to happen. That's not going to work. Willpower is short-lived. It's temporarily willing the power to do something. You can't go to one extreme where you're eating just nothing, or intermittent fasting, or Zimpa shot, all that crap out there. You're just not eating, and then all of a sudden you say, I'm going to go the other end. So it's one extreme or another. We've got to find an approach that's sustainable for you and works for you, but nobody else on this call right now. It cannot be a cookie cutter handout deal. Okay, so keep that in mind. What you have to do, since I call it, I dropped the ball. I will say this. You may tell me how you shouldn't say that, Travis. I dropped the ball with the 6-week challenge by saying, here it is. Have this piece of paper, go do it. I honestly have always looked at it like I dropped the ball, not on purpose. And it just didn't turn out like I wanted to. But here's where you have an opportunity to help me to change that. You have an opportunity to make me feel good about myself, okay? You have the most amazing opportunity to help me change this narrative. And we've already got some people that are on board, which I don't care if it's one person or if it's 30 people. They're going to help me change this narrative and refocus the approach that will work for a lot of people on an individual basis. Complicated, a lot of work on my part, Amanda's part, Carmen's part, absolutely. But we've got the actual blueprint here, and the concept has been proven multiple times to work. I just want you to let you know you have a chance to help me change the narrative of what I feel like everyone knows me for. Not that they think it's bad. I thought it was bad. So I truly want to help you moving forward here with this plan we're going to talk about tonight. And let me talk real to you people about something, being a 57-year-old dude here. And everybody on the screen, I don't care what age you are, we have got to get healthy, people, okay? You have to get healthy. Father Time is not stopping for anyone. And you've got to recognize that. We are in such a fast pace right now in the world. I just stand back and I take a glimpse and look at people not even realizing Father Time is clicking away on your body. Are you helping to slow him down? Or are you helping push him forward faster? You've got to ask yourself that. This isn't about you deciding this is the right thing for you. This may not be for you. I'm talking about you need to start being consciously aware, step back, and slow the road and say, I've got to start putting myself first. Listen, peeps, none of you are doing that, I promise you. You feel selfish. If you have children, I know how you work. I counsel with you. You feel selfish putting yourself first. When they get grown and they're gone, I'll take care of myself then. Well, let me get some stuff off my plate and then I'll take care of me then. I hear it every day. One-on-one counseling sessions with my clients. Always putting that women are the worst. And because you're born to nurture and to take care of. I don't care what level you're at. Men, we are too, but not so much as the females. Females just put everybody first. And you know what I tell my female clients? You're going to keep putting everybody else first because you want to take care of them. One day you're going to wake up and you can't do it anymore because you're broke down, you're sick, and you got diabetes, you got blood pressure medication, you got cholesterol off the roof, and all of a sudden now, guess what? Who is going to help those people? On the same token, I'm going to tell you this. No one's coming to save you. That's brass. You don't want to hear this. No one is coming to save you and help you become healthier and a better version of yourself. You're looking around like somebody's going to ride up and take care of all this. And I know you don't want to hear that, but listen, it's really not anybody else's responsibility to understand your struggle. Women who are married to men, they're like, I counsel with them like, he doesn't support me. He's not supposed to. He does not understand your struggle emotionally. You got to understand. He may not struggle with it. He could eat pizza or whatever, but it doesn't matter. He's not there to save you. And somewhere, I don't know what your marriage vows say. It doesn't say, to death do us part, and you need to support me when I'm dying. Okay? Boyfriends, husbands, whatever. And I know you don't want to hear this, but guess what? They don't know what you're going through. They don't know what you're feeling. And as soon as you understand that and let them go and quit being mad at them and understand personal accountability is number one. Number two, you do need social support, and that's what we're doing right now. And that's what we're talking about tonight. So don't get me wrong. All you heard is no one's coming to save you and he shouldn't support me or she. I'm just saying we've got to be personal accountable first because no one is coming to save you. And you do, but you do need a sustainable approach that you feel like I can do. So again, there's a lot of moving parts here. I just want you to hear that. And my coaching clients, I tell them, personal accountability, man. Don't worry about anybody else's opinion or what they're doing or not doing. Number two, you do need social support. You need coaching. What we're doing right here. I need a coach. My anxiety. I need social support and personal accountability. So I want you to hear that, okay? But I truly want to help you, and Father Time's not coming to help you out. He's doing nothing but pushing you forward. I want you to understand, you got to look at the big picture here. So if you can follow me, I'll say this, when we get into this a little bit, if you can do this, if you can follow me on this journey, I'm getting ready to explain to you. And if you do, you'll be amazed, because I have the data of people that will tell you this. You're going to be amazed at the new life you're going to have at the end. Okay. And we're going to talk about that. So if you just will open your mind up and let all this in here for a minute, we can see. So left you hanging. What now? After the 6 weeks, I'm lost. I'm lonely. Don't know what I'm going to do. I said all that. So here's what I did. And this is to make me feel better. Hold on 1 minute, Amanda, before we go there. Take me back. So I want you to understand something. I did do something to make me feel better. Not going to lie, being transparent. So today I'm going to make it up to you big time on me dropping the ball on the 6-week challenge. And you're going to see in a minute why. Okay. How many of you, let me ask you a question here. Put this in the chat. How many of you don't believe you can lose weight and keep it off? Hear the ending. No one talks about that part. I know you can all lose weight. You can all leave right now and do some cheap thing and starve, don't eat, do weird stuff and lose weight. How many of you believe, though, you can't lose it and keep it off? Put it in the chat. I want to see. I haven't done it yet, so I can't. Okay, love that. Honesty. Me, yeah. And there's a real belief. I work with my private coaching clients months on this. I've lost, not kept it off. Yep. Worried about that? Yep. Anybody else want to comment on there? For the most part, do most of you thumbs up? Somewhat believe you can't keep it off? Can everybody kind of agree with that? Haven't been able to. And let me go a little further with you. Yeah, long term. Yes. I like hearing this. I love it. I know you don't want to hear that, but I tell this to my coaching guys. I love hearing this. So okay, this is crap news here, and you're feeling good about it. I am. Gained it all back. Lost 50 pounds, gained it back. 99% of the people that are in the over 20 range, I'll put it like that, at some point they start to believe they can lose it, but they can't keep it off. And I'm going to tell you, I've got clients in their 40s that are a hard stance on. There's nothing right now that you can do that will make me believe that I can keep the weight off. And that makes me sad. But you got to understand, it's an indoctrination. And here's the deal. Do you know why you feel that way? It's a belief. And once you've lost weight and put it back on, lost weight and put it back on, lost weight and put it back on, here's what you don't understand. This guy back here, that subconscious, that 95%, 96% that's calling the shots, that you don't think is calling the shots, starts to protect you. This little 4% thing you guys are working with up here, it's a joke. It makes me laugh that people think this is really the rational shot caller up here of decisions in my life. This 4% is just getting you through the day, not running red lights and being able to speak. 96 back here, he's calling the shots, and you don't realize it. Once you've lost it, when you put it back on, what did you feel like? Put it in the chat. What did you feel like when you put the weight back on? Give me one word. Put in one word in the chat. What did you feel like when you put the weight back on? Failure. Yep. Loser. Ashamed. Crap. Look at this, man. This gets us a response here. Failure. You start to feel that embarrassed. I've heard it all. Embarrassed. I've heard it all. Listen to me. Focus here. Once you have done that and felt that way enough times, the subconscious job, it's an unquestioning servant. Its job is to protect you. And it says, hey, Katie, you don't want to go there anymore. You don't want to go there anymore. It hurts. It's too painful. You lose it, and then you know what's going to happen at the end. You're going to come back in and you're going to feel like crap. That's why when people get older, you know what they say? well, I'm getting older and I just can't lose it like I used to. I got 60, 70-year-old women killing it, man. We had to get past this, but it is not why you cannot lose it like you used to. You used to didn't have that belief embedded in your subconscious. So you were like, I'll do it. Oh, I messed up. I'll do it again. Yeah, I'm going to do it again. Eventually, this guy's like, hey, you don't like feeling embarrassed and failure and crap. Let's not go there anymore. So it resists you even doing the plan like you used to would have. You kind of like do it, but then you're not doing it. And you're like, this isn't working. When realistically, if I get into a one-on-one with somebody, they're not really doing it. And it's not because they're not motivated. It's a mental block holding them back from feeling pain again. Is this making sense to anybody? I got some deer in the headlight look here. Thumbs up. Am I getting to you? I'm giving you a small sample of what's to come if you stay with me. Stuff you haven't even worked on in your life. This has got to come to the surface, and you go, huh. Then I've got to give you an exercise to really make it hit home. You're like, I get it. That makes sense. Guess what? As soon as you see something like this, you can't unsee it. And guess what that allows you to do? Move one step forward to being able to understand I can keep the weight off. It really wasn't as hard as I thought. I'm giving you one little piece of a gigantic pie here to give you some understanding. Each little underlying issue, each little emotional underlying issue that you don't even know is going on because it's going on back there, once we move it up into the conscious and you're like, never thought about that before. That makes all the sense in the world. I don't want to feel like that. Then we move forward. Then we uncover another underlying issue. Then we move forward. Guess what? Working from the inside out. The mechanics is a no-brainer. We got that covered. We do have to go down a sustainable approach. Don't get me wrong. We'll talk about that later. Or it doesn't work. But if you got sustainability going and you're like, that makes sense and it feels like it's about me, these things we can work on to move you forward so it's releasing you to understand and go, oh, it's not my age. It's me holding me back because my body, my mind doesn't want to, it's protecting me. Okay. So next, do you know you actually are afraid, fear, you're actually afraid to succeed at losing weight and keep it off, and you don't even know it. So all I did now is turn it into a different wording. You have a fear to succeed. And if I'm talking in front of 200 people and I tell a group of women and men, hey, did you realize you're afraid to succeed at losing weight, keep it off? They get mad. I just paid $100 to come here and to learn to succeed. And you're telling me I'm afraid to do it. I'm not afraid. I want to. Oh, I understand. Logically, 4% guy up here, logically, of course you want to lose it and keep it off. You want to succeed. This guy back here, though, who's running the game, 96% guy over 4% little guy, he's telling you, no, you don't. You're scared. You're fearful. You don't want to go out there, lose that weight, get all that attention, only to put it weight back on again and get more attention that you couldn't keep it off. Let me run you through 3 phases I coach on. Number 1 is the paparazzi phase. Lost 20 pounds, man. Everyone's telling you how good you look, and man, it feels so good not to be the overweight person and losing the weight. People giving me praise and there's all that. Guess what? That's phase 1. Phase 2 kicks in. You're like, oh crap, I've got to keep this weight off. If I don't, everybody's going to make fun of me that I put the weight back on. So now fear sets in, and you're doing an unsustainable approach already. The challenge, you're doing it. I got to keep this together. Then willpower kicks in to keep you going because you don't want to put the weight back on. Eventually, willpower caves. You start morphing the program into something that's not even the program, and you're putting the weight back on, and then you wake up and go, I don't know how I put this weight back on, but here I am again. Now your words you already said, feel like crap, feel like a failure, ashamed, and you get to a point. I interviewed a lot of women. I said, hey, how'd you feel when you put the weight back on? Well, Travis, I don't know why you'd ask me a stupid question like that. What do you mean? How'd you feel? Well, I didn't like it. I said, oh. Do you think, though, that you were happier once you put the weight back on? No, I'm not happy. Let's go a little further. Did you feel like maybe that you put the weight back on, you kind of blended back into where society has always said you belong, where your family says we love you the way you are? You're just a big girl, but you're so beautiful inside. Now, crap that my clients get madder than hell when their family tells them that. But here, psychologically, subconsciously, guess what the truth is? They start crying and saying, I never realized it, but now I'm feeling like you got a point. After so many attempts and so many failures, you just want to blend in because guess what? Nobody's giving you attention anymore. You don't hurt because you put the weight back on and people are like looking at you and talking about you, or you think. And then you just kind of go about your way. It makes it increasingly harder the next time to lose again once you've done this a number of times. Is this making sense to everybody? Thumbs up? Am I getting to you? You hear me? This is how it works. See? I haven't talked to you about crap about what you're eating and what you're going to work out and all that crap. That's called mechanics. That does not work. You do need a sustainable mechanical part. We'll talk later down the road that works with you. But it is not the end game. It is not what's holding you back. It's not that I'm just learning this. I've been doing it with my coaching clients for 3 decades. It's just I didn't have a way to put it out there on a platform where I could take care of more than 4 or 5 people on a different level. But you got to understand what's been really holding you back. Let me ask you this. Anybody want to put this in the chat? This is going to be a twister here. I would say that most of you can't even come up with one. Maybe some of you. Question. What is a reason you don't deserve to lose weight and keep it off? What is a reason you don't deserve to lose weight and keep it off? There is no reason. Okay. Anything else? My coaching clients, a homework assignment I had them do, they've got to write down 10 reasons they don't deserve to lose weight and keep it off because I have tried and failed so many times. That's not a bad one. No reason. Yeah. Here's the number one answer. Lack of commitment. Here's the number one answer. Travis, there's not a reason I don't deserve anything in this life. I've worked hard on my life. I've raised 3 kids and I'm a good person. I deserve to lose weight and keep it off. You're asking me to write down why I don't deserve to lose weight and keep it off? I go, I am. And I said, I want you to take a week and let that kind of roll a little bit in your mind. I want you to think on it, meditate on it. And the subconscious is going to pop out some stuff. They come back with at least 6 or 7 answers by the end of the week, and they're emotionally bawling about it because they never realized they felt that way. This is stuff that you don't even realize is going on. You feel like there's they're called beliefs, by the way, and all beliefs are made up, but they come from something. And uncovering that is cool stuff. It kind of makes you a little cringy, makes you a little emotional, but once it settles, it's another step, and you can not unsee once you see it. You're like, I thought about it in the aspect. See, we're not wired. We are human beings are not wired to ever tell somebody, I don't deserve that job promotion. I don't deserve to have a good husband. I don't deserve to lose weight. We don't talk like that. We automatically get ego in the way, and we're like ready to fight. We're like, hey, don't you tell me I don't deserve something. I'm exaggerating, but you get my point. But it is exactly how psychology works if you want to dig in and find out, why do I not feel like, what's the belief? It's just made up. Don't get me wrong, all beliefs are made up, and we'll go over that later in the program. All beliefs are made up. You just have to understand why they're made up. And this gets we get down this rabbit hole, we can go real weird on it, but there's a plan. I just want to throw that out there. Okay. I'm now going to talk to you about the approach. So this program, we're going to start off talking about phase 1. There's 2 phases to this program. Phase 1's your buddy. Can we blow that up, Amanda? Phase 1 is your buddy. And, you know, I talked earlier about having a concept and then needing to prove the concept multiple times before people say, hey, what Travis is doing over there, that works, okay? I don't have to do that with this. This is something that you know works. The concept has been proven 1 billion times over umpteen years. I don't have to prove this to you. You've seen this before. It's coming back just as it was from the day one. I'm talking about before we started doing other stuff with it. The original, straight up, rules and everything, just like you know it, the original 6-week challenge. it's back. But why, Travis? Tell me why. So here's why. I have been hearing, like I said, since we shut it down 3 or 4 years ago, bring it back, bring it back. I just ignore emails. I just like, don't even entertain it. What sparked me is a few new coaching clients of mine, private ones, people started coming to me that were using the Ozempic shot, the Mounjaro. Everybody know what I'm talking about? This guy right here? Thumbs up if you know what I'm talking about. Yes. They came to me, they lost 50 pounds, and they're terrified to get off of it because they know when they quit, they're going to put all that weight back on. A, I'm impressed that they thought that far. B, I'm even more impressed they came to me and said, look, you know what they said to me? I got this weight off. I know you probably don't agree with it. I'm not here to judge. But what is it you want from me? I want you to teach me how to keep it off. I've heard about your program. I want you to help me now that I've got the weight off. And then I said, did that motivate you, though, to lose weight and then come see me? Oh, yes. It motivated me because I'm sorry. I've tried everything before and failed. See? She failed so many times, she no longer had motivation. Do you realize most of you don't have motivation to do this anymore because you failed so many times? Subconsciously, it's just like exhausting to your subconscious, your consciousness. It's not that you're getting older and you can't do it, people. Your subconscious is now stepping in after numerous failures and saying, hey, we don't want to feel like this. I'd rather be, I'm going to use the words of my clients, I'd rather be fat than hurt when I put the weight back on again. And it's just a matter of time before I do it. It's talking to you. Hey, Auntie, don't do that again. That hurts. It's fun when you lose it. It's fun getting there. But hey, Auntie, you know the heartbreak that happens when you come back. Once it's done enough, the bleed sets in and you're like, why is this so hard? Motivation then goes out the window. And now you're at a place, maybe you're here tonight, and you're at a place where it's like, I'm listening to this, but I'm not motivated. I get it. This motivated me. 3 in the morning, I wake up and said, I'm not doing that. But the 6-week challenge is the same damn thing. It's a motivator. You know it works. What if I bring it back in its original form, hard stance form, like it was, no tolerance form, and you roll that and you drop your 20 pounds off in phase 1? That motivated a lot of people. That's why you're on here tonight. You're on here because you heard this and you know that worked. So I brought this back. 3 in the morning, I woke up and said, why don't I use the 6-week challenge like an Ozempic shot? Those ladies used it to get motivated to drop the weight. And then they came to me and said, can you help me to keep it off through these methods you use? The sustainability and making it about me or whatever it is you do. 100%. I'm now getting those clients. And I'm like, wow, okay, that motivated her. I'm willing to help her. Why would I not go back and help you guys out by saying, I'm going to give you the Ozempic shot in regards to the 6-week challenge? Everybody follow me? So we go through this on phase 1. We lose the 20 pounds. We know this is going to work. I don't have to go over that part. Let's move on, Amanda. The refund requirements, just so you remember. Phase 1, successful body transformation, lose 20 pounds. Facebook check-ins, 5 workouts per week, required. Facebook profile, just like you've already seen some people posting already. Complete homework assignments. There will be a twist to this part, in a good way. I'm going to be doing some coaching through it, not just doing Friday videos of rah, rah, rah. Here's what I'm going to tell you may not like. I'm never going to take you up to the high mountain of like, come on, come on, come on, come on. Because there's only one way to go once you get up that high, and that's down. And then when you're down, you're like, I can't wait till next Friday till Travis cheers me on again and gives me hope. Okay? That was a bad decision on my part. I dropped the ball there also. Now I'm going to throw in coaching where you're actually getting something. I'm going to keep you right here, level, through the 6 weeks. So that's the only difference here is the way I'm going to help you through the 6 weeks of educating, getting your mind going into a different spot. You will have some homework assignments in this that are very mindful for you. Weekly weigh-ins, Wednesday and Sundays like we used to. basic supplement package purchase like we used to. But what's next? So here's what's next. Here we go. At the end of phase 1, you have 2 options. Number 1, the one I promised you. You can use 20, take the money and run, just like you used to. I will say this, to make sure you are clear, and I'm saying it on record, on a recording right now, so it's made clear. I'm not back to play this vicious cycle again. I just explained to you in detail, and I hope you heard me, how that upset me and made me depressed, and I quit it. But if it will motivate you to get going, to get into a position to go into phase 2, I'm going to offer phase 1. If you don't stay on as a member or move into phase 2, you won't be allowed to do the challenge again. I want you to hear that. You can do this, but it'll be the last time you do it with me anyway, because I'm not here to say, well, maybe next time you'll want to hear or go into phase 2. I'm here to motivate you to say, let's do this, have fun. We know this works. Let's get going, man. I'm excited. And I'm going to coach you a little differently, which is going to take it up a level. But then at the end, you have the option. This is where I'm telling you, I'm making it up to you big time. You can roll your money to a new membership or current membership, or roll it into phase 2. Okay? Read that again. You can take your money. You lose 20 pounds. You can take it and leave. I'll write you a check like I used to. Here you go. You just can't do this again. Or you can roll the money into a new membership or current membership, or roll your money where I want you to go, which is phase 2. What is phase 2? Phase 2 is where we're going to learn through a proven concept how to keep it off. Hands down. Okay? Multiple times I've used this. Let's go ahead, Amanda. Phase 2 is a $497 value. It's what I charge for it. It's not like I made it up. That's what I charge for this. You have never gone through this, I promise you. It's 8 weeks long. We have a 2-hour workshop to start off with, and it is not a feel-good, talky workshop, kickoff meeting, cheering, and all that kind of stuff. It's a workshop where you're going to be doing work, okay? We're going to have bi-weekly group coaching calls, just like you're seeing right now. Same stuff I do with my private coaching clients. We have every other week, we have group coaching calls where I will talk to you about, maybe I'll say, what's your biggest win? What's your biggest struggle? But I'll always have an agenda, an exercise for us to do. 20-minute one-on-one focus call. What's that? That means me, Amanda, or Carmen are going to call you and privately talk to you, and no one else is going to hear about you, about what you're wanting to do, about what you feel. You're going to get to talk about how you feel, so we know what we're working with and what we're starting with. So let me explain it this way. The 6-week challenge, we're all in the same boat, doing the same eating plan, same workouts, it's all here. Once you transfer into the 8-week phase 2, it branches off into individualism. Will you still be together, so to speak? Yes. But it's going to be about you, self-discovery about you. On that 20-minute one-on-one focus call, we have questions we want to ask you to find out what it is about you on certain things I won't go into right now. New meal plan. All of you not hearing this, listen to me. New meal plan. There isn't one. There's not one. You're going to create one with foods you choose. I'm a dietary therapist. I've got this set up. You're going to, in the workshop, build your eating plan on every food known to man in the United States and other. I got a coaching client right now. It's been a decade since someone added a new food to my database because I thought I had it all. I'm coaching her. She's in India. She said, Travis, you don't have goat on there. I said, goat? Like, bah? Wait, that's a sheep. Goat. They eat goat for breakfast. I now have goat on the list. So if you so inclined to have goat, it's on there. But everything, steak, fish, chicken, everything's on there. It becomes about you in the workshop, and we're going to help you. Before that workshop's over, you will have your plan made out about you, what you love to eat. And I want you to see, I can give you 100 of these text messages I get. But I want you to read here, Terry. I'm almost What's she write? We just put these up today. I'm almost at 25 pounds in 5 weeks. My body is loving this food plan, the one she created. Then Alice wrote here, thank you, Travis. If you miss a call, we always record our group coaching calls. Even if you're there, you get a recording of it because I like you to watch it again and listen to the information. They're always an hour long. Thank you. I don't like that I have to miss the live call, but so glad I can watch later. They help me stay on track. Love to hear that I'm not the only one with struggles, but feel confident I can overcome. Okay. My husband asked, can you eat that on your diet? I said, I'm not on a diet. I'm changing the way I eat for life. I'm eating what I like at the right amount at the right time. If you say, Travis, what is she eating? I don't know. She created it. We helped her create it. And when she wants to make changes, we help her to make changes. She's got 5 or 6 different menus that we help her create. I don't know what they are. Can I tell you what the 6-week challenge menu is? Of course. I made that for you. Look at the transition in phase 1, phase 2. Phase 1, 6-week challenge. Oh, zip a shot. Let's get in there and knock off some pounds. Move that into phase 2. Now we're going to go into, now I've got some weight off. I don't want to put it back on. I need a sustainable approach about me. That's when we start working on self-discovery inside out. Now you can see the mechanics are going to be about you because you're going to create the food plan. I'm going to work with you. Amanda's working with you. Carmen, we're going to get that nailed for you. That's not it. Workouts. You know what my workouts are. Nothing new there. Easy on the mechanics, but we've got to work here and here out to make this sustainable and you understand it. And guess what? Here's what I hear from people that have been through this. Travis, I feel like something's about to fall apart. This is way down the road. What is it you think's going to fall apart? I don't know. I can't figure it out, but I don't want to put this weight back on. There's nothing to fall apart and she can't find it because it was made about her. And when it's about you, it becomes what she said, becomes kind of effortless. It's like I'm kind of not understanding how this is working and it's not hard anymore. That's what phase 2 is about. And it's deep. That's why it's 8 weeks. It's a sustainable approach. All right, next slide. Here's the longevity here. Phase 1 is 6 weeks. Phase 2 is 8 weeks. You're going to spend 15 weeks on this journey with me. Let me ask you a question. Put it in the chat. Do you think real change will happen after 15 weeks with me? In the chat, do you believe that you can start to believe that you can lose weight and keep it off after 15 freaking weeks with me? And here's the deal, gang. I'm helping you out by making myself feel better and making it up to you by not charging you the price for phase 2. If you didn't catch that, I want you to see that. I was talking to Amanda and Carmen. I'm like, okay, we're going to charge them for the 6-week challenge, the old school price, the lowest price we had when we started it. So that's a no-brainer. If they want to go to phase 2, what are we going to charge? I mean, it's $500. That's what I charge. It's a lot of work on my part. It's coaching like this on every 2 weeks and personal phone calls and all that kind of stuff you saw. We gave you just a tip. What are we going to charge? Well, we need to just be fair. Everybody else pays $497 or whatever that price was. And then it hit me. I said, hey, let me make myself feel better and let me do something to make it up to them who lost their weight, spent their money, all that, and put it back on again. Yeah, I know you can point at yourself all day long, but I'm going to take some accountability here. And I said, let them take that money and roll it into phase 2, 8 weeks. So that's my gift to you. And that makes me feel good because it makes it easy on you and it allows me to step in. And here's the plan, people. I want to rebirth this into the new sustainable approach that really helps people from A to Z, that they can do this for the rest of their life. And I've proven the concept more times you can count. This is not new. It's just now decided let's go public with it. And let me see if I can start saying that's, and I'm going to say this. I don't toot my own horn, not egotistical, but I will tell you this is my best work ever. This combination of phase 1 and 2, my best work I've ever done because I've seen what it does. Those text messages you saw, we get them all the time. They're always being posted. You just don't see them because they're not public. So, Amanda, let's go ahead and go to the next slide. Here's where we're at. if you're a member of my camp right now, you're a member. The $297 price is the old school price. We are going to let people do a 2-payment option. We didn't used to do that. If you remember, it's like, come up with it now or there's the door. There you go. We're going to give you 2 payment options. If you're not a member, it's $447, or you can do 2 payments of what's that? $235 today, $235 in 30 days. We got questions. We've got people that ask questions at the last meeting, and we're going to offer it to you. To be fair, somebody that wasn't a member said, "Can I become a member and get the $297 price?" Well, I can't argue with that. I'm like, yeah. And so to help them out, I said, let me do this. And they didn't ask for it. I just, let me help you do this. If you're not a member and you want to become a member and get that price, I will make it to where you don't have to pay your first membership payment of $99 for 30 days to help you out. If that helps. I don't know if it does. If you're like, I want to be a member and I want to get that price, we'll get you signed up. First payment's not for 30 days. And then you can pay the $297, not try to clump it all together, or 2 payments. Anyway, Amanda, I'll let you go ahead and take it over from here, because this is our area here where I'm not good at. I do my part. I'm not good with the number stuff.
All right, so I'm going to put in the chat. Let me see if I can put it in there. I'm going to put in the chat. I have a couple of links. The first link I'm going to put in there, or the first 2 links, are going to be membership links. So if you are currently not paying a monthly membership and are wanting to jump on board with the membership and then get the membership price for the challenge, these are going to be the links that you use. And just to let you know, these prices are going to be the last time you see at this level. The at-home membership price is $54 and the in-camp membership price is $99. And both of those are with a 6-month commitment. Travis brought this up at our last meeting, and we're going to roll with it for this meeting. And then after that, you won't see these prices again. So if you wait until the end of the 6 weeks or the end of the 15 weeks, you won't see these prices. They'll be a little bit higher. So there's that one. If you have membership questions, you can put them in the chat, or you can unmute and we can have a quick conversation. If not,
Anybody have any questions about anything? You can unmute and talk now. Let's do that before we move forward. Went over a lot of stuff, but try to give you without going into any kind of major presentation, try to give you a little bit of where it came from, what it is, what it's been doing, and we're just now releasing it to the public. And excited about it. Okay, love that question. What if you lose 19.5? Can you go into phase 2? Amanda, how did we set that up?
So T, since you are a member, 19.5 is awesome. We'll give you a high five and we'll let you roll into the phase 2. So really the perks of all of this are joining now as a member, or at the end as a member, because you get to go through the 15 weeks. You get to go through phase 1 and phase 2 for the $297.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot about that. I knew that answer. I forgot. So yeah, no, I'm excited. We again, that was one of me giving back to members too, who all went through the challenge. I said, yeah, if you lose 19 pounds, not the 20, you're a member. We're gonna let you go right into phase 2 at no charge.
And the member price for phase 2 is $397, and so you're actually getting, I mean, a crazy deal for getting both programs for the $297.
Yeah. So the member price, if we were to charge you for that, if you lost 19 pounds and we said, well, you didn't lose 20, the thought at first was to charge you $397 like we do anybody else that's gone through this 8-week phase. But that's why I said, look, let them roll through it. If you can't see the value in this for what I'm charging here, I don't know what to say. I mean, I'm trying to give it to you pretty much.
I did put the link for the challenge form in there. If you need that again, since there's things that are coming through the chat, let me know and I can paste that in there.
No.
The
Oh,
price
I'm
is
sorry.
not, oh, you're good. I thought I was answering.
Good.
The price does not include the supplement package. If you scroll on that form, it'll show you the different options for the supplement package. And like Travis said earlier, it is required. It's required because one, the supplements are going to be used through the 15 weeks, and two, the supplements are awesome. This is your chance to get them at a discount. As you scroll through the form, I guess I can talk to you about it. I have it right here. We do have just the basic package, which is going to be your protein, the Vitasculpt sculpted lipo carb blocker. And you get that with a 20% discount. And then we also have like the full challenge package for men and women, and you get an even bigger discount of 35% off. And then we have the option to add on your BCAAs and your pre-workout with that 20% discount also.
A question got asked about, do you have to pay the full 6 months in front? No, I don't ever do that. And that got brought up at our in-person meeting. And that's when I said, you know what, let me make this even better to help you out with the money part of it. You don't have to make a payment for 30 days. So the $99, if you sign up, is for 6 months, but it's $99 a month paid monthly, but you're not going to have your first payment for 30 days. That way you can focus on being able to say, I want to do $297, and you got the 2 payment option. I mean, it's as easy as I can make it. And Amanda and Carmen got aggravated because I kept adding free stuff and throwing it out there. Again, I just want to course correct here and make this right. And I know I can do it with this. So.
Any other questions? You don't have to put them in the chat if it's easier just to have a conversations. Let's see. Kayla, I will send you an email and we can chat a little bit more about that with the new baby.
Hi, Amanda. It's T.
Hi.
I have
T.
questions. Hi. So the first question is, so in the 6 weeks, what is, I know I put 19.5, but what if someone loses 18 or 17? What's the least? Or is it, I mean, I know the goal is 20 pounds.
Sure.
But
it doesn't matter as long as you're wanting to make the progress, wanting to continue to learn. It's not necessarily, you're going to notice Travis is going to kind of back out at a lot of the talking about weight with weigh in and weigh out. And so we're not even really going to focus on too much of the weight. That's the byproduct. The goal with the 6 weeks and the 8 weeks is to change your perspective and change your mindset of what you're doing, and not necessarily, I mean, that's the thing, the scale's going to move. We all know that. It's the up here and how we perceive our weight loss for sure. That is our focus. And
she's exactly, the reason that came about is because I don't give 2 flips about your scale weight. I won't talk about it. I'm not even gonna be at your weigh-in because I don't want to see everybody weighing in, and they have instructions to keep it like we're going to do that for charting reasons. Like my private coaching clients, I tell them that's going to be what Amanda just said, because she coaches also. It's a byproduct of the program. You're going to be happy. You're going to love it. But once you're eating foods you like and the workouts are sustainable, you're not doing 5 days of crazy stuff down the road and everything like that, the weight's coming off, but you're going to be so excited about the other stuff that you have never learned before that it becomes the focal point. What was the freaking focal point of the 6-week challenge when that's all we did? Okay, I'm 2 weeks in. That means I gotta lose 3 more pounds to stay on track to get my 20. There was no room for me to do coaching then, because it was all about losing weight, how much a week, getting closer to my goal. I want my money back. You can't get in there. That's why now I said, let them, they lose 10 pounds, 15, they get to go to phase 2 if they're a member. Because with you relaxing about that a little bit, you're going to lose the weight. but you're going to hear me on the coaching. Like I said, in the 6-week challenge, I'm going to be doing some coaching that I never did before originally. I'm not going to step back and let you just go through that. I've got to start getting your mind going in the right direction. Then when we go to phase 2 for 8 weeks, you'll be a little bit indoctrinated, getting some of that crap out that it was in there and good stuff in. Then we can go deep into the 8 weeks, creating roadmaps and all kinds of stuff that we do. So,
Okay, thank you.
yeah.
Oh, sorry.
I just have one more question because I know in the original 6 weeks there was requirements, but I seen that it was a couple of new requirements. So
What
like
new ones?
like the Facebook post, do you post videos of yourself on
That's
Facebook?
not new.
On Facebook, or how is that?
Those are your workout posts where you check in for your workouts.
Oh, so it's just check-ins? I thought I said
Yeah.
something about like
Travis will do videos. So there's homework assignments that are
That's
going to
me.
be like, those are kind of new-ish. He'll do a video, or we might do like a little article that you read and like respond to a question, but those are all going to be things that you do inside the group.
Oh, okay.
So you won't actually have to do like a video to put out
No.
on
Okay,
your
that's
profile.
I didn't know. Yeah, okay, that's what I was.
Basically, like we used to in the 6-week challenge. Because listen, we did the data research to
Mhm.
people before we went back to this, and people like, I like the accountability. I like having to change my profile and putting it out there, checking in every day, and all. So this is old school, man. Just like, but no videos. We need, yeah. This is basically you checking in for your workouts.
Okay.
I have a question. When does the challenge start?
So Saturday, the 16th, so this coming Saturday is going to be our weigh-in. And so it officially kicks off on the 18th as your first day.
Yep.
Okay, and so it says we have 30 days. I know it's because I'm kicking myself because I just let my membership go like last month. And so I would have to pay the $447. So in 30 days from today, that extra, so $235 today and then $235 in 30 days, along with the camp membership, correct?
If you sign up for the membership today, you're gonna pay the member price. So yours would only be the $297, and that would be $160 today and $160 in 30 days. But your actual first payment for your membership won't be until October 1st. Does that make sense? So it would be $160 today, and then your first payment wouldn't be until October 1st for your membership, and then $160 in 30 days.
I think, Shell, if I'm understanding you right, if you do the $447 option, that includes your workouts for 6 weeks. You don't have to sign up on it. If you're a non-member, you don't have to become a member on top of the $447. That's the difference. If you pay the $447, that includes your workouts just for the 6-week challenge. If you decide I want to pay $297, you sign back up on a membership, you won't have your first payment for 30 days to kind of help you offset the investment part.
Okay.
If you're still confused, ask and let's clarify it for you.
Well, no, I think I understand what you're saying. And
Okay,
I did
okay.
say that wrong because I'm thinking
Yeah,
member rate.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I saw it said so basically on that one, it said 160 today and 160 in 30 days.
So if you sign back up on a membership today for
Mhm.
$99 a month, you don't have a payment for 30 days. Today you pay the 160 as the first
Mhm.
payment, and then the 160 in 30 days.
Right. So they'll both line up at the same time for that.
Yes, if you did that,
Yeah.
yes.
Okay.
Please ask questions, peeps. We're here for you. I want it exciting for you more than anything. But if you need understanding about the non-membership pricing, that kind of stuff,
And really quick, we are limiting the number of non-members. So only 25 non-members will be able to participate. I was just looking for my numbers for non-members to see where we are
Is
with
that total the entire
Yes.
challenge?
yes.
Okay.
That phase 2 requires a lot of work. I'm not saying
Mhm.
that like griping. I mean, I love it, but it's not.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and so members are excited about this, and we've given them first priority, obviously, to get this coaching and everything. No charge,
Right.
actually. 8 weeks of no charge.
I have a question. First of all, thank you for bringing the 6-week challenge back. I am one of the ones who's been on 3 different times and has gained the weight back. So I know it can work. I also know that I'm older now. But my question is about the workouts from home, the at home. Can we do everything from home or?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Our at home live stream is huge. I mean, it's because it's not Zoom or camera. Everybody went down that chintzy road, and ours is I'm not bragging, but it's about a $40,000 a month ran operation. It's legitly its own business now. So yes, you can do everything from home.
And the weigh-ins, and do we do a beginning video like we used to where we
All of
talk-
that will be posted in your Facebook group once you're signed up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm. And the links are still live and will be live until Travis tells me to make them go away.
We kind of need that to be though a hurry up thing, not salesy. It's just I need to know what I got to know what I'm working with number wise. So, I mean, what's today? Sunday. Let it roll for right now. And tomorrow at the meeting, we can make a decision on that.
Oh, hello. Can I ask one more question, please?
Go right ahead.
Okay, so me and my husband share Facebook pages. Is that okay to still do that and do this?
For sure.
Sure.
Okay. Well, I'm a member. So if I'm a member, I think I want to go ahead and use the credit card on file. So basically that's the $297 for 15 weeks.
Yes, but I'll still need a form from you.
We got to have the form. Even if you're a member, she's right. We have to have forms filled out
Oh.
anyway. And it's just a lot harder for us to do. We got so many people going in and tracking things down. So if you just give us a form, it speeds up the process.
Oh, okay. I'll be at the gym tomorrow. Is that what
Oh.
you're saying? I just need to fill it out tomorrow?
I-
Or did you send a link or something?
I'll take care of you, T.
Oh,
I'll
okay.
text you. I'll text you the link if you can't get it from the chat right now.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and do it. I was back and forth with my husband and I like it. I mean, I think I've done a lot of Travis's membership. Thank you, Travis. I love you.
I love you.
So, and I don't have a lot of weight to lose, but I like the hard bodies. I just like the culture. So
Thank you for saying that.
I
But
really
you-
do. So I was
Well,
telling my husband now, I said, I just like the culture. He was like, you don't only need about 15 pounds. I was like, still, it's
hey,
bigger than
that-
that.
that 8-week part you go through will be it'll be a game changer for you. I'll put my name on it. You go through the full 8 weeks, you will not be the same person. The way you think about yourself, your self-esteem, your confidence, everything's going to change. Not because I'm going to be giving you amazing little scriptures and little rah stuff and all that stuff that everybody tries to throw out there thinking that's really going to work. You're going to learn about yourself. That's what it is. It's not me saying anything. It's me showing you things you will do that you actually do self-discovery. I'm not going to be doing anything. I'm not going to be telling you should think this way, act this way, or feel this way. I'm going to present things to you in a way that I do and have proven over and over again. You find out what works for you and how you feel about it.
Wow. And that's what I like about it. I mean, I've heard a lot of your speeches or coaches, and today you're really focusing on the mindset. And that's kind of what I need. I just need to
We all need it.
95% to kind of kick it in with the 4% so it can all work together.
And if you guys and girls want to really start getting in the mojo, get involved with our podcast we started. Our podcast is doing amazing. Me and Amanda do it every Wednesday, but we also record it. It's all podcast levels. I don't care if you're a TikTok person or Instagram person. If you go look at those videos, it's all based around what you're going to be going through. You're going to get tidbits. every morning I do a live video on my Facebook page, giving about 5 minutes of information to whoever wants to listen. And they're like, wow, this is not the normal rah-rah stuff that weight loss coaches do. No, it's getting you to understand yourself. So the more touch points you have, our podcast, all that stuff, which by the way, going through this program, if you want to call it that, you're going to get a copy every week. We'll put a link in the group of the podcast so you can click it and listen to it. They're only 20 minutes long. Me and Amanda worked it out, but it's always in a topic. And guess what? Amanda is a still struggling overweight person at one time, and that's why the podcast works well. You were at 220 once?
Yep, 220.
And the struggle doesn't end, and that's a good thing. You start understanding that this is kind of cool. When I accept it, it's not going to end. It doesn't mean it's bad, but learning to live your best life ever with it while losing weight and getting better in the mind and everything else. And then of course the weight loss is great too. And wearing bathing suits again. A client of mine wore a tennis skirt for the first time in 15 years. And that's not because she lost a tremendous amount of weight. She did lose weight, but she said, my confidence, self-esteem to wear that and be okay with it changed. And that's through our same thing you're going to go through for 8 weeks. So, oh, thank you. You listen to the podcast. Thank you. I love it. All right. Any other questions, peeps?
Your Oklahoma City camp is what, like, do you have the early morning? I know that before, where I did the challenges before, and I would come to like the 5:30 class. And this was years ago that I
It's
did.
still
It was when
there.
you had a Midwest City camp. Okay.
Yeah, OKC, Moore, and Edmond are our locations now.
Okay.
I don't know who's hesitating to click links and sign up and do member or what like that. I'm just gonna do it.
No, I'm gonna do it.
Oh
I'm gonna
no,
go-
no.
Yeah.
I'm just talking about anybody listening right now. I know sometimes people
Oh,
get to thinking, and sometimes it's like, I tell you 2 things I coach my clients on that overweight people have characteristics. Number 1, procrastination. Number 2,
Oh, yeah.
taking decisive action in regards to their struggle. It doesn't mean I got women that are CEOs. They go out there and boss it up at the job, man. Not make decisions, no procrastinating. When it comes to your struggle and mine, I'm the same way with my struggle, my anxiety. Yeah, procrastination, like, oh, I got to meditate tonight. It's just 10 minutes, but I know how much it helps me. Oh, taking that decisive. So that's a characteristic you have because it is a struggle. It's called a struggle for a reason. It's not bad. It's just, we were born and we're going to die. That means we're not perfect. That means some of our computer chips got flipped around in there, and yours happens to be losing weight and keeping it off. Mine's anxiety. We all have a struggle, but man, I'm gonna tell you, everyone needs a coach, and you're gonna get coached by me, and you're gonna love the way you feel about yourself. Most importantly, when it's all said and done, and beyond.
okay. So filling out the form, as far as doing the membership, like getting back in that, is that something that you do, Amanda, or is that something that's connected on this form as well?
There's separate links, so I just put them in the chat again. So there's the at-home membership form and the in-camp membership form. You'll just click which one you want to do, and
Oh,
fill
okay.
out-
I thought I was
Yeah, everyone. We
okay.
made
I
it
see
real
challenge
simple.
form and a membership form. I
Yes, so
see it now.
you'll fill out the 2 separate forms.
Okay, gotcha.
Everything's a
I have a
jot form
question.
now. We made it real simple. Just click it, fill it, and send it. Don't forget to send.
Yeah.
Anybody else thinking something? They're scared to talk? Tell me. Ask.
I have a question. Travis, is the admin 445 class still a no-go at home? For
Yeah,
at home?
we don't have a 445.
Okay.
But Judy, we do have the recordings of the live. So in
Okay.
case some of you, we have people in Hawaii and the lady in India plus. So obviously time zones change. So what we invested in is we put 10 recordings up a month of live workouts, meaning every month they change, and we put 10 new ones up. And here's what's funny. psychologically, I've got a client, she'll say, yeah, but I like doing the live class, the recording one. And I'm like, it's the same. If I was to tell everybody to take a day off and don't do a live workout, and I put a recording in there at exactly 4:45, you would not know the difference. I could be lazy and say, we're not going to go to work today, but just throw up a live recording in there. It's because it's recorded live. There's no scripting. It's just what you see, people coming in, getting ready, music playing. You wouldn't know the difference. Now, to get her to believe, and not, I get it. When it's live and you can be on the live, you feel like, they're actually doing it right then. I get it. But in the gist of it, hey, if that doesn't work for you and you want to work out at 4:45, there's 10 of them up there, and then they change every month. So you're not seeing the same thing ever. And you can make that work too. Many people do. So I hope that helps.
Okay.
Amanda,
Yes.
Connie is asking Facebook profile full body. What's that mean?
It'll just be a graphic of, it's just like a yellow background. We supply you with the graphic that we.
Oh, yeah.
capture.
I see what she's saying. Okay.
Yeah.
Connie,
So
it's not your body.
It's just a little picture that
We've already got the other people that are signed up on this already changing their profiles. Let's see if I can find one. It's totally different than what we did in the past. It's actually yellow.
It'll look like this.
Oh, there you go.
There we go. But not backwards.
Yeah. New colors.
Let's see it.
I know we're all talking about numbers and stuff. Is everybody here? Can somebody tell me you're excited about what I just offered? I mean, or what the 8-week part of it? Are y'all excited about that?
I am sure.
Good. I'm excited.
Yeah, I'm excited about it. I had a question. Amanda's gonna talk to me about my other situation afterwards, but
Yes.
so I'm still gonna do the membership because I was already doing the no commitment, and then I rolled into the 14-day, and then I was like, okay, I need to roll back into a membership again. But on the in camp, because I know it asks for you to pick one, but I can still go to any of them, right?
Like,
I'm not
what do you,
to whichever one I say that I'm going to go to.
correct. So if you have access to all of our Oklahoma camp locations
Okay.
And the stream.
and the live stream.
That's new too. I'm not charging extra for that. If you're paying $99 a month, you're getting access to all camp locations and the live stream.
Yeah, I've been doing the live stream.
Okay. Yeah. No, you can go to any
I
camp.
missed
You
the
do
blue
just
button.
pick the camp. I see what you're saying. On the form, pick the camp that you want to call your base camp. Just whatever. I mean, just pick one that you'll go to the most. It doesn't matter if you do or don't.
We just like to give our trainers a heads up.
Of how many people are, yes, non-members, and then that's why we're controlling it. This can't be a 200 participant thing ever.
Hey, I remember when I used to come back in the day, Travis, there were tons of people.
It was, and that was a simple approach because here's the eating plan. I talked every Friday, but that's why, I mean, that'd been great if it worked like I thought in my heart it was going to work. But when I got to where it was making me upset with myself and I wasn't having fun because I felt like I was really hurting people more than I was helping them, I can't do that. Well, the flip side came. I saw these Ozempic people coming and like, help me. I don't want to be on this, but I do want to. And I'm like, wow. And they said, are you going to judge me? And I'm like, I don't care how you made it to me. You're here. And now I can help you. And I thought, well, let me flip the coin here, throw what people have been wanting out there, but let them know this is what I'm using it for as a temporary thing to get you motivated to get there. But then I want you to be more excited about phase 2 than you ever have before, because no one is showing you how to keep the weight off. And that is the problem.
Right.
Angie,
Anybody else?
hold on just a second. Angie, I'm working. If you guys get an error or if your screen gets stuck on the submission page, let me make sure. You can refresh and then submit again.
I'll tell y'all a funny story while everybody's doing stuff. I had a coaching client that I just talked to the other day, a new one, doing the Ozempic. And I said, hey, how are you going to feel? And I told her, I said, if anyone's making this claim, they better be able to back it up. How are you going to feel when the weight doesn't come back this time? And I asked that question, and most people are like, oh, amazing. Oh, I never dreamed, all this kind of stuff. And then she says, I can't answer that question. I said, why? I've never been there before, so I have no emotional attachment to it. I go, oh man, that's a good answer. Think about that. You've never felt the emotion of truly knowing that the weight's not coming back. And I know what you're thinking. How will I know it's not coming back? You're going to know by the way it's structured down the road. You just will know. I promise you. I can't put it into words. Every client I have, they'll tell you, you just know. And I can't go into details of why you'll know. You'll just know. You're like, hey, I can see why this isn't coming back.
Are we going to be able to get our supplements when we come to the weigh-in?
Yes.
Or will that be something we get later?
I can bring them to camp on Tuesday, or I can have them at weigh-in for you on Saturday.
Okay.
Is the weigh-ins at the camp or
It'll be in Edmond at 10 a.m.
10 a.m.?
So from 10 to 10:30, we'll do the weigh-in. Travis won't be there for that part, and then he'll be there at 10:30 to start the talking.
Mm-hmm. Okay, well, I'm excited.
Awesome.
All right, gang. So everybody clear on? Amanda, you got a question there?
Yeah, I'm working with it.
Okay. All right. Let's see who's real old school here. Does anybody remember when I did the challenge when I first started? That additionally, I offered if you wanted to go through 6-week butt and thigh training. Do I have anybody that been around?
I remember. I was back in 2015.
Do you remember that though?
Beginning like 2015.
Do you remember when if you wanted to add to your workouts, we had a butt and thigh 6-week program?
Oh yes.
Yeah. We're talking about bringing that back too. I've got the equipment for it now. I got it at the Edmond camp. So we may be offering that as if somebody wants to add that on there, but we
have it in more too.
Oh yeah. I forgot. Moore has it too. Sorry. Amanda's camp. Don't be talking about Amanda's camp. Yes, more and Edmond will be probably offering that as a. We went back and dug in the archives. I'm like, oh, do you remember butt and thighs? Because I wrote the program, but I had to find it back in the archives of the actual layout of it.
You have the option with your supplement package to either pick it up at weigh-in, pick it up at a camp location, or have it shipped to you. Since all of the packages are over $99, they ship for free. I just had a question about supplement pickup. So if it's easier to have them shipped to you, we can do that easily. And if you're, I mean, Deanna will have them out tomorrow afternoon. So you'll have them in hands Tuesday or Wednesday.
Is that also at admin? I'm sorry, did I miss that?
What was that?
Picking up the supplements.
You can pick them up. I can drop them off at camp. Whenever you fill out your form, it'll ask you where you want or how you
Oh,
want them.
okay.
So you can select camp, you can select weigh-in, or you can select to have it shipped to you.
And how much was that?
It is it's $148 for the basic package. If you want to get the bigger discount and get the full challenge package for ladies, it is $334, and that's going to cover all of your protein, your Vitasculpt, sculpted, lipo, and carb blocker for the challenge, which if you didn't have the 35% discount, the total cost would be $515, and you're getting it for $334.
Does it have the pre-workout in it? Did you mention that?
That it doesn't have the pre-workout, but we have an add-on. Whenever you're filling out the form, you can add on the BCAAs and or the pre-workout, and you'll get 20% off of that as well.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, Amanda, I'm gonna go. Are you gonna be at the 4:45 or 5:30?
I'm teaching 4:45, and I'll
Okay,
be working out at 5:30, so you can talk to me before or after.
Yeah, I'll be there.
Perfect.
Okay. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'll
You're
see-
Thank you.
welcome.
Thank you.
See you in the morning.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye.
Hey, if anybody doesn't have any more questions, we can go ahead and I know some of you are probably waiting to get off here. If you've got your links and you got your forms filled out, there'll be those links, Amanda, even though we're going to sign up on Zoom. Where will
I
they
can-
be?
So I wrote down a list of everybody that was